All right, all right. Hello, everybody. Hey, this is Daniel Higgins coming to you live. Gonna do a quick audio check, make sure everybody can hear me. All right. Listen, I was ready to do this stream about an hour ago, but we had some technical challenges that we are still working through. So here we are tonight around 12:30 a.m. sharing some great content with you. So I had a tremendous honor to present some information for our team in the Caribbean, Trinidad, and throughout the whole world, really. But mostly our Caribbean team and leaders, right? Now, one of the things that we discussed during that presentation earlier today was becoming an insider. That's just something that's really burning within me to talk about more today, tonight, this afternoon, this morning. Just depends on where you're at in this awesome world we're living. And if you're following me on YouTube, you know that this whole presentation that we did from our Caribbean team is uploaded to YouTube already, right? But here's what we need to discuss. Being an insider is something that I wasn't aware of until recently, especially with Wealth Builders Worldwide and Gold Standard Partners and Gold Standard Bank. Let me walk you through some key information so that you can be up to speed to why I'm talking about becoming an insider and the significance of it, right? So here's the cash flow quadrant. It's made very popular by an amazing author called Robert Kiyosaki. He is the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is an excellent book. Everyone needs to read it. Even bought one for my older son, the youth version, and had him read it. And it walks you through a lot of different wealth building principles. One of the principles that he talks about is this cash flow quadrant, right? Now, on the left side of the cash flow quadrant, as an employee or as a self-employed individual, you are exchanging your time for money, right? And on that side of the cash flow quadrant, there's of course a restriction of time, right? Now, when you slide over to the right side of the cash flow quadrant, you're tapping into big business, which is a business system, all right? There's a lot of self-employed individuals that believe that they're in a business system, but they're not, because if they don't go into work, they don't get paid. So that's the key. So think about that. I know everyone has a different point of view, but we're taking this point of view from Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrants. So the E and the S's, they exchange time to create cash flow. They exchange time. So if they're not able to clock in and out, or if they're not able to clock in, they do not create any income, right? So when we slide over here to the right side, if you're tapping into a business system, you have a leveraged position where that system works for you, that organization works for you, that the group of individuals inside the organization work with you. And also there's an investor. Investor has money work for them, right? So they put their money to work. I love what my mentor says. He says $100 will always outwork 100 people, right? Because it never sleeps, right? It continues to go out and duplicate itself, right? So now another amazing thing that Robert Kiyosaki said about the I is that they're also an insider. And he broke this down in a video, which is so important to know. He said the insider is someone who knows information before it breaks, right? That person is inside the deal, so then they have insight and they can get, hear this now, a great return on information. Now, I'm going to walk you through something that's very important, right? So we just talked about that cash flow quadrant, and I just talked about being an insider, having inside information and moving on that information, right? Now, we had a wonderful webinar. We've had some amazing webinars with our chairman of the board. If you're not aware, we are part of Gold Standard Partners and Gold Standard Bank, okay? Now, Gold Standard Bank has already done some amazing things, and they're going to be doing even more in the near future. This is our chairman of the board, right? He's been featured in several articles on Yahoo Finance. Okay, several articles. That's his website. This is one of the Yahoo articles. He is a successful billionaire. He put us in position. This is another Yahoo article, Yahoo Finance article. He put us in position to acquire, listen to what I'm saying, physical real estate over the blockchain. All right. Because of the insider information that I had, I was able, and I'm telling you right now, I'm just a kid from Queens, New York. I grew up, I didn't have, the golden spoon, the silver spoon. I didn't have any of that going on, okay? Humble beginnings, right? Right? Humble beginnings, right? My dad was a welder when he was actively working. But this gentleman has put us in position to acquire physical real estate over the blockchain. Because of me having that inside information from this sharp billionaire, and I took action on that information, the results are about to come in. Okay? What are the results, Daniel? What are you talking about? I really want to encourage every single person on the sound of my voice. I wish you could see my face. I'm at the edge of my seat because I'm super excited. Because of that insider information, I was able to move forward and acquire physical real estate in the heart of Dubai, and it's going to be paying out dividends, passive residual income next month. It was a private sale. I was sharing it aggressively on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. I was inviting as many people as I could to acquire this asset called digital real estate, which is actually a physical representation of this building right here called the G999 Tower. This is a real place. This is a picture of it in Dubai, right? And our leadership was physically in this building, and that's a replica of the building. There was so much excitement about our launch. There were several celebrities there physically for our launch. One is Miss Forbes Riley. Another one was Mr. Eric Benet. Another one was Mr. Miguel Nunez. And you just stay tuned. There's several other successful business owners, successful influencers, and more celebrities coming on board. But I want to drive home this point once more again. Become an insider. We are seeing this thing create more and more passive income for everyone who's involved and takes action. We're going to have a whole bunch of receipts and passive income. Now, I want to strive to explain something that's very important too. One great man just passed away, Mr. Bob Proctor. He talked about this all the time. He said you need to tap into multiple streams of income to create massive wealth. He said that so many different times. He's also said multiple times if he needed to create wealth and he was starting from scratch, he said he would start with a referral marketing company. Those are his words. You can look it up. He said it multiple times. It's not a hidden thing, right? That gentleman was extremely successful prior to him passing. All right. Now, I'm mentioning that because the passive residual income that I'm about to receive through this property that I acquired in incremental stages in Dubai, you could have acquired it. It was a private sale, and then people are tapping into that now. It was a private sale. It was a limited time, and that time has passed. So that window has closed, right? So we actually been advertising it for a little over, about a year, all right? So you had maybe about a year or so to take action on that, a little less than that, right? But let's talk about this now. We have additional streams of income, Okay, and this is a picture of Mr. Bob Proctor. This gentleman was amazing. He just lived and breathed Think and Grow Rich and lived and breathed success principles. All right. And I want to encourage you again, look at this chart. We want to encourage you to slide over to the right side of the cash flow quadrant. We're not telling you to quit your job. We're not telling you to stop being self-employed or doing what you enjoy. We're encouraging you to slide over, become an insider, hear this information, and take action so that you can create more passive income for yourself. Why should you do this? Why should you move into this direction? All right. Let me show you another very, very simple graphic that really gripped me. And I'm glad that my mentor had reshared this because I was actually looking to try and find this, right? Here's the dilemma, and here's what's going to happen to anybody under the sound of my voice today, tonight, this afternoon. There's 4 different types of people. You will fall into this category. Everybody under the sound of my voice will fall into parts of this category, right? There's going to be a person with no job, and then that means you got endless time, you got no money, and you can't travel because you got no money, right? Then someone might fall into the 9-to-5 job, right? Now you got the money. There's a little yellow sign on the travel because, yes, you could probably travel, but there's some limitations, right? Now, also, too, once again, still, you're going to have limitations on time. Now, when you slide over to self-employed, same thing. You have a restriction on time, okay? Yes, you get paid more. Yes, you can travel more. Yes, you have a little bit more control and flexibility. But once again, if you don't clock in to perform, there's going to be a shortcoming of your income, right? There was an amazing mentor that was within Wealth Builders Worldwide years ago prior to him passing. That was Dr. Dennis Staggerwall. This gentleman was a world-renowned chiropractor. You could literally look him up right now, and there's some procedures that he created. His IQ was off the charts. Literally, his IQ was off the charts. He had a practice. Unfortunately, a terrible car accident prevented him from being able to use his time and his skill anymore, and he was unable to create income in that way anymore. So it created a tailspin for him financially, right? And then you can slide over to being a business owner or investor. I'm going to put both of those, business owner, investor. Now you can tap into having the time freedom, having the financial freedom, having the money, having the flexibility to travel however you like to, especially within this business, because guess what? There's no overhead. All that means is there's nothing that you have to pay for in this system. In this system, you use your cell phone and you work from the comfort of your home, from the comfort of your couch, from the comfort of the poolside, wherever you like to work, okay? And you can get paid in real time. So if you like getting paid in real time, I encourage you to get back with the person sharing this information with you so that you can move forward and become an insider. Now, how do you become an insider? Well, what we're doing here with Wealth Builders Worldwide, Gold Standard Partners, Gold Standard Bank. How do you do that, right? You get back with the person sharing this content with you and you get the referral link. If I'm the person sharing it, you go straight to y1income.com and get that free registration completed, right? If someone else is sharing it, you get back with that person. We want you to become an insider. We want you to hear from our billionaire chairman of the board and our successful CTO, Chief Technical Officer, and all of our successful financial free leaders within this organization called Gold Standard Partners and Gold Standard Bank. We want you to be an insider so you can start acquiring assets within this amazing system. I gave you an example. You know, we have the receipts now. I'm going to be getting paid passive residual income for acquiring real estate in Dubai. I never in my life imagined that I would be able to position my family to get passive residual income from Dubai, a commercial luxury property in Dubai. I didn't have that in my plans, but guess what? God made a way through Gold Standard Partners. That's an illustration of the building. We had several celebrities walking through that building and our leadership within that building. And that goes live and we start getting dividends and paid out for being an insider and taking action on that next month. That's just one of the passive income streams that we have within Gold Standard Partners. There's several more passive residual income streams within one business. I'm going to go right back to Bob Proctor. He said you want to have more passive residual income, right? You want layers and upon layers of passive income. What's very unique about what we have going on here is that you can actually focus on one business and have multiple streams of income within one business. All right. So let me walk you through what to do to be successful here. You get back with the person sharing this content with you. You complete a free registration. That's right. You register for free. And then after you register for free, you activate your monthly membership, right? You acquire assets. Notice what we're telling you to do. We're telling you to move your money towards you and acquire assets in the form of NFTs. That's what I'm acquiring. The GS Lifestyle already had that. The XLT, like I mentioned earlier, that was our digital real estate that we were acquiring. That is already passed. You will not be able to acquire that now within the system. There's other ways to do it, so we'll walk you through that. And G999, our cryptocurrency coin that literally is the fuel for this whole global ecosystem. We have a global ecosystem where you can tap into and create passive residual income for yourself and for your family, and then share with others. Take massive action and continue to share with others. So once again, get back with the person sharing this content with you. I absolutely wanted to show my face during this because I'm super excited. I apologize that my technology is not allowing me to show my face right now because I'm at the edge of my seat. I'm leaning forward. I'm almost spitting at the screen. If you saw me earlier and heard me earlier on the call for our Caribbean leaders, you already know I was breaking the internet earlier, making the internet pause and freeze up on us. So I just wanted to continue that fire throughout today. So thank you so much for your time. I'm going to bring this graphic up one more time to drive home what we were talking about, these two graphics. You're going to, tomorrow, you're going to either exchange your time to create income, or you're going to tap into building a business system, tapping into a business system, or making your money go get more money for you, right? You're going to either tap into becoming a business owner so that you can build that time freedom, travel, money freedom, or you're going to be self-employed and continue to exchange time, or you're going to go to a job and continue to exchange time. That's what's going to happen. So it's up to you if you want to tap in to becoming an insider and moving with this information with all of these successful individuals that are financially free and creating wealth, generational wealth for their family, their friends, and their loved ones, people close to them, right? So get back with the person sharing this content with you. Get your free registration completed. I'm going to show a support card. This is our success team. This is your success team. We have several financially free individuals, leaders, top income earners here to support your goals and dreams, here to do live presentations for you. This is just a teaser. We do live presentations every single day. There's something for you to connect with. The next one will be our power call at 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. So thank you so much for your time. Get back with that person that shared this with you and get your free registration completed so that you can tap into becoming an insider. This is not something that everyone does. This is not something that everyone knows how to do because once again, This is something that's unique. Most people are not on the inside hearing information about global launches, hearing about what a business is going to do ahead of time and being able to position themselves to get passive residual income for themselves and for their families to create wealth. That's not normal. It's not normal. So I encourage you to not be normal and get back with that person who's sharing this with you.